Alright, so first things first is we have the disk and we insert the disk into the computer. As soon as we insert the disk in the computer, we'll see it in my computer. We'll go ahead and click on it and it will populate. When we do a virus removal, the first thing we want to do is make sure we clean up the temporary files. We'll go ahead and get a quick scan so that we can delete all the temporary files. The reason why is because many of the viruses that um, populate within the computer usually lie within the files, in the temp files. There are certain locations within the computer where these viruses like to go, and a lot of these places you usually include here app data, or here in C Windows, or for another example would be like C programs and files. This is common places where viruses lie. So first thing we want to do is delete all our temp files so we can get a clean state. And these temp files should always be cleaned out on a regular basis. You don't want to populate these things and make it grow to a couple gigs. Perfect. Now what we want to do is see viruses. They like to attach to our startup items. Our startup items are right here. We'll be able to manage them on this with this tool over here. But the reason why we want to look at our startup manager is because many times when we open and turn on our computer, a lot of the times the viruses like to attach themselves to the startup items so that as soon as you turn on your computer, the virus will, populate and start running. And it will get the attention of the user ASAP. So within our startup items, we can see our drivers, our services, our user logon, and extensions. What we're most particularly going to look into is our services, user logon, extensions, because most of the time these viruses like to attach to these user logons and services here, as well as some of these extensions. We're going to do more than just a virus removal. We're going to clean out this computer as well. So I already started a little bit earlier, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue. But basically, I've been doing this for a while, so I know which specific things stand out to me and what needs to be deleted within these computers. Like for example, you don't want to delete these things here because these are the AMD, and AMD is what runs the processor. So you'll know, you should be able to see what stands out to you. For example, like here, these dead files over here, you want to get rid of these. We're actually supposed to be removing these viruses when we're not in safe mode, but the only way for me to be able to capture um, the process and how to do this is through safe mode, through normal mode, excuse me. So some of these things that I'm going to try to delete, will not be able to delete because we are in normal mode, and something that I'll need to boot into the disk to be able to manage it properly. I already organized these, so I have it set to Microsoft Corporation Google. Um, you should know which ones are stand out to you. For example, Symantec. I do not have Symantec in my computer, but it's something that you know, a lot of times you go on sites and these things automatically download into your computer, and it's not something you want. Now I'm gonna try to download, but most likely it will not delete because it's something I need to delete when I go into um, when I boot into it outside of the operating system. It worked, so then we're gonna go to user logon over here. Uh, so as I mean, example here, we do not want to delete these. These are basically for our drivers, and they populate to help the computer be able to sustain the softwares that Toshiba provides for the computer. Basically, they're programs that act like drivers. They essentially work as drivers to make sure that they run within the operating system smoothly. So we do not want to get rid of these. Example. For example, this is a virus. It's not really a virus, but it acts as spyware, and the reason why is because in the process of downloading something, it automatically attached to download and installed without my consent. So that's something I will be removing. And same thing with McAfee. I did not put that into my computer, and will act as a form of fake antivirus. Services, see what we got here as it populates. Meantime, we will go into Fmod. Fmod is a tool that allows you to view all the files within your computer. It's very helpful when you boot into it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is search for those things that I did not want on the computer. For example, the AVG. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we put that star symbol there so that we can capture anything that has to do with that attributed file. I'm going to select the C drive since that's the main drive, search for it, and it will populate. We'll also search for Norton, C drive, and also McAfee. We'll also look for some optimizers, fake optimizers that could be on the computer. So optimizer, C drive, and some PC stuff. These are basically universal names that people like to create these viruses with. So AVG, we'll go ahead and delete all of this. The Norton, same thing. And McAfee. So you automatically installed into my computer without my consent. That's not good. Essentially what we're doing is uninstalling it manually since we're deleting all the files. No fake optimizers found. PC. Let's see. Gotta be careful with this one though, because this one's really important to not mess up with. And messing up could cause blue screen of death or failure of computer. So let's see here. There's a couple of stuff here that we don't want, which include a lot of times they'll be in the app data folder. So this one, delete that. Yeah, all these symbol stuff, those are not good. I think those got into like the virus when I downloaded something. Not cool. Delete. It's my PC app. Delete. I think it just needs to refresh, so it'll still be there, but it should be gone. Compat. Let's go away. Internet security. Windows Defender. That I need to double check because I think that might be real. Let's see what that is. Yep, that's a fake one. We will delete that. We'll actually search for it to delete all of it. There you go. There's that bad boy. Delete all of that. Those could be real. These are not good. Not viruses, but it's worth cleaning up the computer with. Get it out of there. This Raven Pro should be gone. Alright, should be good. And let's get out of Fmod. And then we'll go back to Startup Manager. Finish what we started. VG Technology. It's not good. Just alphabetize it so it's easier to look at. There you go. Alright, well, in that case, that is manually removing the viruses within the computer. Anyways, that is all. This is a form of digital forensics because it is the ability to analyze the data that is important to remove the viruses. This is a form of studying and ability to comprehend the data, digital data, which allows me to investigate to increase the security and sustainability of the computer to prevent theft, fraud, and crime of other people going into my computer.